All right, this is going to be something interesting that I call one quick fact. One quick fact that you probably didn't know. I'm John the Storyteller. We're in the Shed of Knowledge, and this is something interesting. One quick fact. So, to set up this fact, I'm going to talk briefly about a gentleman by the name of Michelangelo. Perhaps you've heard of him. One of the greatest sculptors of maybe all time. Michelangelo is responsible for the David, which is considered the, the quintessential man and the quintessential sculpture. Michelangelo's David. Well, Michelangelo also did something called painting the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Perhaps you've seen it, God reaching out to give life to Adam. That's only part of the amazing painting that is on the chapel ceiling. The Sistine Chapel is located in the Vatican. You can tour the Vatican, and there are treasures beyond imagination in the Vatican. It is absolutely magnificent to see, and the Sistine Chapel may be the most breathtaking of them all. Walking into this small chapel, it's not small, this chapel, and looking up at a painting done by the great Michelangelo, I mean, it's overwhelming. And the fact that I'm going to tell you is something related to that. So when the Pope came to Michelangelo and said, Michelangelo, I'm assuming he was Italian. I don't know which Pope it was. I should probably look these things up before I start running my mouth, but that would be a longer something interesting, and this is supposed to be a one quick fact. The Pope went to Michelangelo and said, "We would like for you to paint to the Sistine Chapel ceiling." And Michelangelo said, I'm not a painter, I'm a sculptor, And the Pope said, "God says that you're a painter." And so Michelangelo said, "Well, I guess if God said I'm a painter, then I'm a painter." Turns out he's a great painter. So he painted the Sistine Chapel, as we all know, laying on his back, looking up, painting the ceiling of this fantastic chapel. And the one quick fact, the one little thing that you didn't know, is that during the 4 years that it took Michelangelo to paint the Sistine Chapel ceiling, he never took a bath. He did not bathe for 4 years while he was painting the ceiling. That's our one quick fact that you probably didn't know. I'm John the Storyteller, and hopefully we'll be having another something interesting real soon.